This is the morning shift.
What an absolute treat it is, shifters. Welcome you into the studio, all white centre midfield, Marko Stamenić. Marko, thank you for coming along. Thank you for coming into the studio. This is awesome.
No, thank you for having me. I'm a huge fan, so yeah, it's awesome.
I love that. Appreciate it, bro. I just gotta say,
Okay, so are we. I want to just say that too.
100%. I just gotta say, man, these football players, it's different. I said we have rugby players walking here, league players. The football players, they Marko right here, he gonna walking with the Pradas on feet. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Shadora there thing.
He got a little Shadora timepiece on the wrist, like nice little piece there, probably like 50K or something. But very humble the way you came in here, bro, and it's just awesome to have you on the show. But I do have one of our oldest boys at the moment. He's fully into football, and so I'll be going to the park with him and trying to do these drills. I don't even know what I'm doing, but if you're rocking those, I'm gonna say, mate, keep going on this path and keep trying to play football. But thank you for being here.
Well, it's a good place to start. Tell us a little bit about your path for shifters who may not know. Where have you come from, and where do you play now?
Yeah, so it's been a long journey. I started my football in a little club called Stokes Valley. It's a small town in Wellington.
Come on now.
Sir.
Yeah, my dad, he's from Serbia, so from Europe, and he was a big fan of football. So you know, when he had his son, me, he really wanted me to get into football. So he enrolled me straight away, and slowly got into football more seriously, and got into an academy in Wellington called Awway Football Academy. Really tight-knit group. Half of our All Whites team now is actually from Awway. Really? So, you know, we know all of each other for time. And, we've been there for 10 years at Awway, and then slowly made the way into the All Whites with the under-17s, got to the World Cup, and got my shot in Europe. And from there, the rest has happened. I've been there for 4 years now, and I feel blessed to be given the opportunities to, you know, develop and go to many different countries and different clubs. So,
Bro, there's so much that we are about to talk about. I actually want to talk about where you are right now. And I struggle to wrap my head around that. Some weeks, bro, you strap your boots up, you watch tape all week to go and play like a Man City, and you're like Haaland's just out there running. Like, what sort of life, or like how do you wake up every morning and go like, this is the life that I'm living right now? Like, what's that like at the tender age of 24?
Yeah, you definitely have to pinch yourself from time to time. You know, be given the opportunities to play against players that you play on FIFA with, like Haaland and De Bruyne. It's
That's crazy to me, bro.
It's crazy, yeah. And you know, when you line up against them, it was, you know, you're looking to the left, and then you have to remember, like, shit, you're in a game. You need to fight him. Like, he's no longer your hero or your idol. Yeah. Like, he's your opponent now, and you got to go smash him. That's the mentality you have to have in Europe. And I've been blessed enough to have the people around me and good people that have, you know, taught me the way. And but yeah, it's a surreal and definitely really cool experience.
Just on that, we actually we like to ask. Brooke usually asks this question to a lot of sports players, but it's called like welcome to the league moment. A lot of basketball players say it, where they get into the league and like suddenly they're playing LeBron or whatever, and it's like, who's a player that maybe we would recognize that you've played, and it's like, oh, they're just a little bit different when you get out there. You can watch as much tape and do as much as you can, but is there kind of a moment where someone just kind of gave you a bit of pace and you're like, oh, or like,
yeah, I think you boys know Jude Bellingham.
Oh, bro, come on. Do we know Jude Bellingham?
What, really? Really?
This guy is, you know, and I don't want to glaze.
Yeah, no, we didn't do that. We come from Bali. We come from New Zealand, Aotearoa. No, 100%. Can't do that.
But he, you know, he comes with that presence, like that aura, you could say, and the way he demands the ball, the way he orchestrates himself on the pitch is just something you have to admire and applaud. He was definitely someone when I stepped pitch, side by side on pitch with, I was like,
a presence.
Wow, that's top.
What do you do? Sorry,
we're in the bag now.
How do you approach the game like that? Like, because for me, I always think like, would I want to talk shit, or like, do you let them? Where's that fine balance between being a competitor of like, you disrespect them too much and you kind of give them an edge, and they start to get inspired when they didn't otherwise need to, or how do you kind of play those moments against those big players?
Yeah, I kind of try to treat them like any other player. It definitely, like, I don't really have that in me to talk shit to other players. I think I do it more with my actions. So
100%.
I play in the midfield, number 6, like a CDM, and part of my job is to smash people, like not literally, but you like slide tackle and stop play and that. So I think that's something that I do in the first 5 minutes to be able to like rock myself up and be like, and let him know as well, like
physical.
You ain't gonna get past me this game. That's what I try and do instead of talk shit. But there's obviously games where you just got it because he's giving it to you.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know.
Well, I'm loving this. What's like I imagine it's very similar to us. Like we played FIFA a lot growing up, so you kind of get to understand these stadiums, watch the World Cups. You're watching like all these big massive stadiums. What's one stadium that you've played at or you want to play at that you're like, this is it. Like this is the dream right here.
I think for me, it would be the Santiago Bernabeu, the Real Madrid stadium. I think.
And how far, like, that's a possibility, right?
That's definitely what I aim for. I try to take it step by step, but I'd love to go there and play against them, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Can I just tell you a quick funny story, Marko? We actually thought we were going to be dialing in, so we thought you'd be on the camera and stuff, and we were also disappointed because we've seen your photo. We think you're a good-looking man, a very good-looking man. We wanted to smell you. You smell great. You look great. I don't know why I started there. What I wanted to talk about is Friday night's big matchup, 7:15, taking on Finland. I know you've just mentioned a ground you'd like to play at, but what does a stacked-out, heaving Eden Park feel like to you on a World Cup football year? Like, how's nerves? How are you feeling about this game against Finland?
Yeah, no matter what stadium I would like to go and play at, nothing compares to playing at home for your country, in front of your home fans. And for me, playing in front of my family is the one thing that I enjoy most. Nice. And, there's family that I haven't seen for many years now. Yeah. They're going to land in a few hours, and I'm going to see some of them. So for them to come and watch me on Friday is...
Did you have to pay for them? No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, 100%. Family is everything, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. What about some of the other things? I mean, family is everything, but there's also other things that New Zealand offers that you may have missed since being abroad. What are some of the things you're looking forward to tucking into while you're back?
Oh, I'm going straight for a mince and cheese pie after the 2 games. Yeah. No, they make them in Europe, but it's just not the same, is it?
What's what's kind of like your day like?
Yeah, for me in the camp, it's different because you're 24/7 with the boys.
Yeah.
You wake up for breakfast and you're having it with some of the boys, and you've got some meetings, obviously some training, more meetings, and then you've got the game. And for me, it's the best time in football to be playing with these boys because I've known them for so long. I'm looking forward to it.
Young squad too, right? Like this is almost like not a trial as such, but it's a good chance to showcase, especially another game against Chile, 7:15 on the Monday. Eden Park as well. I live close to Eden Park. There's going to be cars everywhere. I know that the stadium's going to be heaving, but for you, coming back and seeing some of your friends, but also knowing how important performing well is a big part of these couple of games, right?
Yeah, I mean this is the last tour before the World Cup. The big stage that we've all been working hard for the last 4 years. So I've said this many times with the boys and coaching staff, and these 2 games are so important for us. Like we need to go in there like this is the World Cup games. It's nice to be back home and have the home crowd behind us as well.
Rate the fit. What do you think of the new white strip? What, have you had a chance to touch it, to feel it? Are you liking it?
Yeah, I touched it. It's really nice. I wish I could have brung you boys one.
Yeah, probably 4XL in the football for me. I'm generally a 2XL, but I found those football a little bit huggy, a little bit. I need that. Hey, just a bit of a selfish question, but obviously one of our boys at home, young, he has dreams of being a professional footballer. Just for any young kids listening in the car, and to our people that listen to the potty on the way to work and that in the car on the way to school. What's your kind of message for them that, they want to make it in the space, around, I don't know, working hard or that it's possible? Like, any message for them? Yeah, definitely. I think looking back at my experience was sacrifice was the number one thing. You're always going to have opportunities to do the other thing, and you need to make that decision. What do you want in your life? What do you want if you're wanting to become a football player? Maybe it's not the best idea to go out with your boys on that Friday night. I like this guy, man. That's what it's about. Yes.
So yeah, I had that in a lot of opportunities in my time when I was growing up in New Zealand, and you know, my boys understood what I was going through, what I wanted to achieve with my football, and I'm still in contact with them. It's not like you're going to lose your boys. They're always going to be your boys and your day ones, and they're all coming to watch my game, and they're just they're so happy. So yeah,
I love that,
Bro,
man.
it is
Love
World
that.
Cup year.
yeah.
Like that's just that in itself, bro. Like you're saying, like it's World Cup year. You guys are going to be there. How's camp? How's the environment? What's kind of the feel in camp right now, leading into? Man, we all sit there glued to the TV watching it. You know, when it comes in time to the World Cup.
Yeah, it's buzzing at the moment.
Yeah.
It definitely feels different to the other camps. And we've had such a long period before seeing each other since this camp. Normally we see each other once a month, month after month. And then there's a period where we've had from November to March now where we haven't seen each other. So everybody is buzzing, everyone's excited, and they're looking forward to these first two games, and then the World Cup. Yeah.
Is there anyone who you're like intimidated to see? And I'm not even saying it in terms of who we play in our group, but is there anyone who, and I don't want to do any of the glazing either, but is there anyone who is on the world stage at this World Cup that you'd be like, oh, there he is.
Nah, he ain't like that. He
No,
ain't
no,
built
we-
like that. What kind of
what I would
questions
do.
that, man? We don't.
Built like
He ain't
that,
white like
Surely.
that. He ain't white like
Surely.
that. Billy,
Billy
what
gave
you
it to two,
asking
brother.
is who you excited to compete against?
Who are you excited
Who
to
you
dominate?
most excited to dominate?
Even if you're not playing them.
Or even if we're not playing them.
Yeah, you have the choice of everybody in the world.
I think France. I think I love watching them. I think, you know, they've got a lot of like amazing players, and also the drip that they come into the
Yeah,
they
bro.
come into the game.
Trip too hard, don't
Yeah.
We need some tailors, you know, in our sport in New Zealand. I think you guys do well, but I was just saying before, those All Blacks, we need to get them back in suits and get in there, you know, bit of class to the game.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, I like that.
obviously we're expecting you guys to win the World Cup, but let's just say hypothetically, on the worst case scenario, we don't.
Oh, we gonna
Yeah,
win.
we are, right?
I know what you. No one told you.
Just early prediction. Who you think might get it?
Well, he only gonna
Well,
say
only
that
us.
he thinks he's
But
gonna
I'm
win.
taking us out of it. Okay, so we can't even pick us. Who's
coming second?
Who's coming second this year in the World Cup? That's what I'm trying to ask.
I think Germany. I think Germany might be an underdog. I think they've had like past World Cups where they haven't performed well, and I think this World Cup, I think they'll be good.
Well, guess what? None of the finals, buddy. 9.
Yes.
9 goals.
I love that. Final question from me. Anyone in your team you'd like to call out? Anything that...
What we doing here, bro? Mark, we're trying to build a culture here.
Yeah,
brother.
no, that's it.
You're right. That's
Any
probably a
banter?
bit- Any banter? Anything you want to just say, you know, to any of the boys who may be listening?
He's not on the camp, but it's a shout out and a dig at Matt Garbett. I think he's one of my closest boys. He was at LA with me, and you know, he loves your show as well. We're always sending each other clips from your Instagram, and we're laughing about it. But why aren't you on the tour, bro?
Yeah, I've always said that. I've always said that.
Where you at?
Bench players.
Come on.
He's injured. He's injured.
What the hell? What I said? Sorry about that. Anyway, congrats on winning the World Cup and a few this year, bro. That's our mentality. We don't fall back to no one.
Yeah, I love it,
Hardly
Marko.
none of us.
Thank you so much for your time, brother. We wish you all the very, very best. Just a reminder to
real.
the fans, tonight, 7:15 p.m. taking on Finland at Eden Park, and then on Monday, 7:15 p.m. taking on Chile, Eden Park. That's our fortress. Cannot wait to see you guys explode on the World Cup scene as well.
What's up, brothers?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is The Shift. The Shift.
Go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home.
The Morning Shift.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
The Shift.
I love you.
This is The Shift.
Got him.
Okay.
I like your